Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. Beyond measure.
I'm gonna show you how great I am. Last night I cut the light off in my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. I'm gonna show you how great I am. Only last week I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean I make medicine sick. I'm gonna show you how great I am.
Test one, two. Test one, two.
Totally and utterly inept,
I
James.
find it totally predictable.
Well, it is predictable. I mean, but
Sadly.
also, are we surprised? Two parts. Are we surprised Kimberly Cheadle, the same woman who said that, oh, you know, it was just an oversight because
Test one, two, three. Test one, two.
Biden's #1 pick for the job, aka the woman who is actually running for the president of the United States right now. But during a 2022 agency podcast, the agency said, quote, that a pronoun seminar was needed to try and educate the workforce because some of this stuff, you know, is cutting edge and new and people may not be familiar with it. Well, look. We are talking, James, about life and death here. I don't care about if you are a they, them, a two-spirit, a gender florid. The enemies of the United States would be laughing at the Secret Service now because they would go, there are so many gaps in this agency because they are more focused on diversity and being friendly to each other and treading around the big issues as opposed to being, well, clearly actually functional in high-stress situations.
So it's funny when you say the enemies of the US would be laughing at the Secret Service. I mean, they've been laughing at the military. They've been laughing at all sorts of things in the US. Yeah. But, I mean, you know, President Trump was almost killed. But don't worry about that. Look at how inclusive our Secret Service is. And look at how correct our language is. If correct pronouns stopped bullets, Donald Trump would be indestructible. But it's no surprise as well that Kimberly Cheadle is denying any responsibility. In fact, have you noticed, out of this, the language is that the Secret Service are the true victims here because they were just trying to do their job and now they're being unfairly maligned. And that's exactly what DEI does. It means that no one ever takes responsibility, no one is ever accountable, and the people who screw up then claim that somehow they are the victims. That's what this creates. And so it's an absolute nightmare. And the biggest problem is this is what's happened in the Secret Service, but we've got DEI through all aspects of society now, whether it's in your hospitals, whether it's in the police force. And so Trump is a victim, really, of DEI. Yeah. But, you know, it's only a matter of time before we're all victims of this at some point.
Well, we are all victims at the moment, let's be honest.
Yeah. Well, if Donald Trump can survive an assassination's bullet, and he did, but at the end of the day, I'm not that sure he's going to be troubled by anything that is put upon him by the Secret Service deflecting responsibility or anything like that. He's just glad he's alive. In fact, here he is talking about how close he came to death just last Saturday.
As you already know, the assassin's bullet came within a quarter of an inch of taking my life. I started to, like this, turn to my right when I heard a loud whizzing sound and felt something hit me really, really hard on my right ear and moved my right hand to my ear, brought it down. My hand was covered with blood. I immediately knew it was very serious, that we were under attack.
Now, of course, Trump made that speech as he closed the Republican convention. And would you believe it, he is already back out on the campaign trail, firing up the troops.
They keep saying, he's a threat to democracy. I'm saying, what the hell did I do for democracy? Last week, I took a bullet for democracy.
He knows exactly what to say, James. He knows how to monopolise this whole situation. It is extraordinary that only 1 week